Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we're taking another cheeky look at Vechain and specifically why we think Vechain will be a top 10 cryptocurrency. So Chris, this is a relatively interesting topic, right? Because Vechain has by far probably one of the most widely used blockchains, right? From a business perspective. So it's astonishing that it just isn't there yet. Last time I checked, I think Vechain was at about number 31. And, it is so undervalued, I have to say. I really do feel that this thing, it can literally pop at almost any moment, right?
Yeah, it's so undervalued, Nick. For me, yeah, it's shocking that it's not there already. But I really do believe with all my heart that it will be for sure.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go through what VeChain is, how it works, and then kind of go through some of the reasons why we think this particular project should be in the top 10. So if you find it useful and informative, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris appreciates it, I appreciate it, and I'd like to think that you do too. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the various VeChain news and videos that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. So yeah, why not? Right, with that said and done and out of the way, Chris, let's jump over to the desktop and start talking a little bit about what VeChain is, how it works, and why we think this thing should be a top 10 cryptocurrency.
Sure, let's do it.
Right, so what is VeChain? Well, VeChain ultimately, it's a blockchain, obviously, and it provides solutions for businesses around the world. Yes, despite the FUD, Chris, it provides solutions for the globe, not just China, despite what you may have heard. So with plenty of existing industry blockchain applications, from supply chain management to anti-counterfeiting and carbon credits, their system has been proven in the real world. It's testament to what blockchain technology can do. The VET token is the coin that underpins the VeChain for blockchain, whereas V4 is the gas token used for the transactions. And ultimately, the V4 blockchain works in a similar way to Ethereum in terms of you have a gas token, but there is the cryptocurrency token as well, which is VET. For the most part, we are actually talking about the VET token, and V4 is usually just something that we use for gas. But I believe that V4 will have bigger values going further forward. So for this purpose of this video, we're really referring to the VET token, which is the cryptocurrency, and not the gas token, which is V4. Okay, so VeChain is considered a mature company, and rightfully so, with many real-world business applications already existing on the VeChain for blockchain. As the VeChain white paper 2.0 states, three solutions are not just theoretical. They are solutions tested and discussed with over 700 enterprises and implemented for over 100 plus Fortune level enterprises. So really big stuff. And if we just talk a little bit, Chris, about how it works, right? So VeChain works by giving physical products a unique identity, usually through the RFID, the radio frequency identification, or QR codes, or even NFC, near field communications. So sensors record information at every stage of the supply chain and are recorded and linked to their product's identity. These are sensors that VeChain's designed, or VeChain designs, and are created by manufacturers like Bosch and many others. So really high-tech stuff going on there. And ultimately, since it uses blockchain technology, Chris, the recorded data can't be changed. It's immutable. This allows for a truthful record of what conditions were like throughout the supply chain. If anything went wrong, like goods being shipped to the wrong place, the blockchain will record, basically will show exactly where those mistakes happened. So it does also allows Chris, the receiver of the goods, to check that everything was handled correctly and that the items are authentic, which is a really key thing. We've seen many major brands use the VeChain for blockchain for authenticity purposes, specifically for this reason. This is essentially important for tackling fraud in the luxury goods sector. Just like high-end handbags, for example. I think a lot of a small chip is placed inside a handbag, for example, and when which is then scanned the reports on the processes it has been through on its journey from production to delivery. Okay, so you can see absolutely everything that's happened with that product. That chip remains even after the handbag is sold, making it possible for an owner of the bag, to basically sell it on eBay and still have it verified as authentic. So it really does get rid of that counterfeiting element. So really good stuff just happening here with supply chain aspect, but by no stretch of the imagination, Chris, does it end with supply chain. There's a lot of other solutions available here on the VeChain 4 blockchain. And these things can be from drug traceability all the way through to the most recent pandemic. So there's a lot of going on. VeChain's traceability solutions and partners, Chris, cannot be overlooked either, can they?
They definitely can't. No, Vechain Foundation has joined the China Animal Health and Food Safety Alliance, the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗂, as a council member. As a result, Vechain is the only provider of public blockchain technology in the alliance, and will provide technical and infrastructural support to the council members. The 𝗕𝗪𝗂 comprises 150 Chinese companies, which is just mammoth, really. The members are huge companies and corporations from the upstream and downstream sectors of the food industry, including supermarkets, food and beverage manufacturers, e-commerce platforms, as well as players in CTI industry, research laboratories, agriculture and animal supplies. Members include the Chinese subsidiary of Starbucks, McDonald's and Walmart, just to name a few, Nick. It's remarkable, to say the least. It is noteworthy that 𝗕𝗪𝗂 is a government-supported organization that reports directly to the Chinese National Agriculture, Science, Technology, Innovation Alliance. That's a mouthful. And was initiated by the Ministry of Agriculture of the People of Republic of China. The aim of the alliance is to establish a trustworthy platform that links the government, industry associations, manufacturing companies and research institutes in the food sector. So, it's huge, Nick, isn't it?
It is absolutely massive, and it was also revealed, Chris, that Walmart China Group is committing another, entirely great vertical towards blockchainization, if that's such a word. Basically, Sam's Club China, a membership-only premium shopping chain owned by Walmart China, has rolled out their variant of the traceability platform, aptly named Sam's Club Blockchain Traceability Platform. So, there's a lot going on with VeChain. And I guess a lot of the stuff, that you hear is heavily around China, but that's because the big players are actually, integrating the VeChain technology over there. But that being said, it's not the end of it, is it, Chris?
No, I was going to say, you talk about, and you hear about people saying that, it's centralized to China, but that just isn't the case. VeChain applied this tech for the likes of Renault car company to track vehicle history. It keeps track of maintenance, mileage, and anything else that has happened to the car from the time that it first hits the road. This is unchangeable recording on the blockchain, isn't it, Nick? And you've got the same with BMW as well, and other companies across Europe and Asia. So yeah, it's not just in China. And I think, this is something that we regularly talk about, tribalism and stuff on the channel. And this is one of those projects that seems to, be, I don't know, under the microscope, because it's got a lot of business in China, but it is, truly worldwide.
And it is obviously, as you're saying, we obviously have China there. You've mentioned both Germany and France, but the US is not left out either. VeChain has also partnered with the US startup No Seafood to bring transparency to the multi-billion-dollar seafood industry. No Seafood will use Storybird, a supply chain traceability platform, powered by Vechain blockchain to allow customers to trace their food along the entire supply chain. So ultimately, it's beyond just China. It's beyond Germany, France, the UK, the US. It is a truly global entity. So something you have to really consider once you dig deep. It's not necessarily true what the FUD is saying. But even most recently, Chris, during 2020, they've done some absolutely fantastic work with the pandemic. So Vechain, in cooperation with one of their big partners of 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓, VTrust has developed basically VTrust to provide small and medium-sized hotels in China with immediate access to blockchain as a service services. So VTrust is a blockchain-based risk self-assessment application designed to improve security and risk management during the pandemic. Okay, so this is also something that's been rolling out and being tested quite heavily over in Cyprus. I know Greece are also interested, the UK and so forth. So it is happening quite a bit, and 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓 are absolutely massive players, and they do a fantastic job with Vechain. And specifically, there's a tool that Vechain have, Chris, that's called the Vechain toolchain, right? And basically that just helps onboard businesses so much more efficiently. And I mean, Walmart China was an example of that. Something that should have taken months took a matter of a few weeks using that toolchain. So it's a testament to the engineering and the developments that have been happening over with Vechain. So fantastic stuff. But again, with all of that stuff, it still isn't enough. If you're not happy with just that, then brace yourself, because Vechain and the NFT ecosystem are also collaborating. Chris, do you want to talk a little bit about the NFT side of things?
Yeah, so as the leading enterprise-friendly public blockchain platform, Vechain is one of the pioneers of connecting NFTs with the real world. Application developers are able to utilize Vechain's purpose-built NFT toolset to allow for NFTs with real utility, which is fantastic. With proven case studies and technical features, the Vechain V4 blockchain is the best platform for building NFT related applications. Their blockchain offers a secure, high-speed and stable protocol, coupled with features to remove the complexities of blockchain and comprehensive support to applications with real value. Foundation grants are also available for the migration of NFT projects to the Vechain platform, which is another bonus, right? NFTs are utilized by Vechain, and both their enterprises and community project partners in real world business scenarios. Use cases range from tokenized assets from industries such as we see in supply chain, software licensing, real estate, identity management, medical license, law degrees, enterprise certificates, and much more, Nick. So yeah, it's massive, and I think we're just scratching the surface of it in this video.
We really are. I mean, you could talk forever. At least it feels like you could talk forever about Vechain, because it has done so much. I'm not even going to mention the whole VIP 181 scenario or some of the other fantastic things going on there. But I will briefly leave this section with a couple of additional notes. One is DeFi, and Vechain's goal is to become a powerhouse of dApps, right? So therefore, it was necessary to complement the fee delegation protocol, right? And this is all about how a single wallet can be used to pay for all fees of other assigned wallets. And this is a fantastic evolution and step forward. So from an organization point of view, an enterprise level, you're going to want to not have all of those employees having to complete transactions in the blockchain. Instead, you want to have one person paying the fees, and then for everyone else can just get on with their jobs, right? They can put data in and out of the blockchain as needed, and put all the transactions that they need, and have a single wallet pay for those transaction fees. That is a huge step forward, specifically for enterprises, and it is crucial moving forward. So the dApps will collect both the vendor and user keys and issue the transaction on a blockchain Vechain 4, right? The cost of the fee will be reduced from the DAAS provider's account. So Vechain's CTO clarifies that the DAAS can be handled by a third party dedicated exclusively to the service or by the team that operates the dApp. So there's fantastic things happening in that space. And the last thing, Chris, I feel that we probably should mention at this point before going a little bit deeper is all about how Vechain is a 5-star rated blockchain, right? But not just any 5-star rated blockchain. They are a TERV rated 5-star blockchain, and they're the only ones in the world with that 5-star rating. So basically, TERV has issued Vechain with the world's first 5-star rated blockchain service certificate. Their certificate acknowledges the readiness and maturity of Vechain's blockchain technology, raising the profile and prestige of the network and clarifying it as one of the permanent front runners in the enterprise level blockchain space. As a renowned European certification body, TERV Saarland is accredited by DAKKS, the national accredited body for the Federal Republic of Germany. So a huge deal. TERV blockchain service certification methodology is based on established blockchain service evaluation standards and industry-leading expertise and experience within TERV Saarland. So this evaluation model, or evaluation model, I should say, and system is held at such a high regard that their blockchain certification model has been authorized for use by the Certification and Accreditation Administration of the People's Republic of China. That's the CNCA. Okay, so this whole thing is absolutely crucial to how blockchains are going to be adopted by enterprises around the world. TERV are absolutely powerhouse when it comes to certification. So this is a huge deal, not only for Vechain, but for other people potentially looking to aspire to be the next kind of big player in this space. And I'm not really going to go into a lot on the side of partnerships, Chris, but ultimately here is a short list of some of the front winners. We obviously have DNVGL, obviously PwC. Should be up there as someone that you want to recognize. BMW Group, Walmart China, Shanghai Gas, Deloitte, Bayer. We have, that's Bayer China specifically, Traveler, Grant Thornton Cyprus, Remit Blockchain Innovation Hub, No Seafood, Puff Bar. The list just goes on and on. It is a significant list of partnerships and some fantastic work happening, Chris. And it is all testament to the team as well as the fantastic amount of partnerships and just the way that they've been working with all of these players in the space, right?
Yeah, I kind of always ask myself when making an investment, like what makes it special? What makes this project different and better than others? And there is an awful lot of projects out there. I think 8,070 or 8,080 the last time you mentioned it on one of the live streams, which is bonkers when you consider how many there are, right? But there are very, very few with actual real life use case that's actually being utilized right now. Vechain is one of those. They're the only 5-star rated blockchain in the world. It is in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, so go do your own research, but it is so undervalued still. And I understand that there's a lot of tokens in the ecosystem. I get that. But still, with the amount of partnerships and the type of partnerships that they've got, this one for me is one where I wake up every day and I'm like, I don't have to worry about it. It'll be there and it's being used. And you can't say that about all of the projects.
Absolutely. So I hear a lot like, why Vechain? Why would we even consider Vechain? It does nothing. It just trades sideways. We hear a lot of that. But ultimately, there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there, as Chris is saying. all professing different use cases and abilities. But very few of them, are forming the level of real world partnerships needed to succeed in this space over the long term. And as Chris is saying, this is one of those things that you can wake up in the morning and you just know that VeChain is still here. And you can think 10 years ahead, yes, VeChain is most likely going to be there. It's one of those projects that you just have absolute confidence in. And the level of dedication towards a project and the strategy of the partnerships formed is an absolute recipe for success. I think this thing is absolutely undervalued. I think it should be a top 10 cryptocurrency. And I believe it will eventually become one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, Chris. 86 billion tokens is the maximum supply. That sounds like a lot, but it's not as high as some of the other tokens that you see out there. I mean, if you look at XRP, for example, which was in the top 3 spot for a little while, its maximum supply was 100 billion. It had quite a significant amount in circulating supply, not as much as VeChain, but still a significant amount. We have Cardano currently holding that 3rd spot. There is 45 billion there. So just over half of that of VeChain, but yet still VeChain is 31 in rankings, okay, in terms of cryptocurrency market capitalization. But ultimately, I think these things will change. VeChain has got everything kind of going for it at the moment, and don't take our word for it. Do your own research, dig deep. We've done many different videos on VeChain. We do recommend checking those out and taking out what's going on with VeChain specifically. It is an absolute powerhouse of blockchain technology. They do an absolutely fantastic job at onboarding new clients and very, very efficiently. There's obviously the dual token system. There's the gas token and the cryptocurrency token. And ultimately, these enterprises that use the VeChain for blockchain are incentivized to hodl the VET token in order to generate the V4 token. And in doing so, there'll be less in circulating supply of the VET token. And that will obviously mean that as more businesses on board with VeChain, the higher the demand for the VET token, the higher the demand for the VET token, the higher the price will be. So I think things are all going to be gearing up nicely for VeChain in the future, and I'm confident that it will become one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, rightfully so. Anything else you want to add to that, Chris?
No, it's my biggest investment in the space, and if you've been here a while, you'll know this already. But that's how much I believe in this particular project. It is number 1 in my portfolio.
Fantastic. So guys, if you did find this video useful, informative, then do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I like to think that you do too. And of course, if you happen to be new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all this said and done, we hope everyone has a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Take care.